Welcome to Rentschler Field in East Hartford, Connecticut. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. It's the Old Dominion Monarchs and the Connecticut Huskies. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
It is a beautiful day, but I can tell you it is very cold down here on the field. I see a lot of players putting their hands by the heaters. There's a lot of heaters set up here on the sideline. We'll see how that impacts the game. Keep you posted from down here on the field. Back to you.
Okay, Holly, I know you're out in the elements. Keep an eye on that. The Monarchs will kick off first, and here we go. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. And the incomplete pass was just too hot to handle.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
And they can't complete the bullet pass on third down.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the fourth down.
Sends his first one of the day on the way, and we didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Run inside. It's Roach. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Let's talk for just a minute about Old Dominion. Can be a little bit tricky to balance that high school recruiting, transfer portal recruiting for some of the non-traditional powers. But when they're grabbing linebackers like this guy, you know they're doing the right thing.
Absolutely, and there's nothing tricky about that, right? Like, recruiting high school players is essential. Transfer portal is good to supplement, but getting a guy like this that can run at the linebacker spot, it can upgrade your roster immediately.
Looking downfield, it's Potter. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
On third down, he drops to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. And the Monarchs will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play.
That's a great job downing the football, setting your defense up, great field position. A lot of times you let that thing bounce one too many times, and it climbs in the end zone. But that was a good job of making sure you downed it and set your D up.
Pulls it in. It's Ross. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Huskies moving quickly to the line. Running inside. It's Christian. Brought down at the 20. It's a first down as this offense tries to get something going from deep in its own territory. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll give it to him again. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Here's a little room there. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
Yeah, and a really nice job by the QB seeing linebackers are a little bit soft playing pass. Give the rock, hand it off, let the running back do the rest.
Looking for room. It's Christian. Turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. And the Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10. Easy. You know, like just chews up yardage. Just really, really tough to stop those kind of plays.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's going to take off. Tried to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play.
QBs do a really good job of feeling pressure and trying to get away from it. And you can see he wants to, but there's nowhere to go. Great job by the defense, getting him to the ground for no gain.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Reeder. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Huskies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work.
Well, this offense didn't get off to the start they wanted, going 3 and out of the gate. But on the second drive, they're doing much better. They're finding a rhythm, and I think a big part of that is establishing the running game. A really nice job on that last one, picking up the first down.
And the Huskies go back to work after moving the chains through the air. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Running the red zone, it's Reeder. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give on the option. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, but that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation stopping the run. This is a really big moment in this game.
He'll set up to throw. Flips it out on the screen. Touchdown, Husky. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls, and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
2 running backs alongside the quarterback. The run inside. It's Roach. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. That's the end of the period, and UConn has the lead. And we've come to the end of 1, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Second down, they'll go to the air. With the catch, it's Johnson. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback keeps it. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
The quarterback and the offensive line really do a good job. What do? They sell pass first. Everything looks like pass. Nope, they hit you with a run. Really great job working together with a little bit of misdirection.
They'll ride the hot hand. Could be an alley. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And when your offensive line can plow holes like that and you can get over 10 yards a carry, like, we don't need to complicate this. Like, this is a very simple form. Be more physical. Hand the football off. That's a great job in back-to-back plays for this offense.
The Monarchs will line it up on 1st and 10. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Well, as this offense is trying to find their rhythm and try and get on the scoreboard here, trailing 7-0, it's been the running game that has gotten them into position in this drive, right? You're down in the red zone now. It looks like the quarterback's probably going to have to do his part and make a big throw. Let's see if he can do it.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Yeah, and that's a really good job by the defense because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Going for 6. And he was looking to the end zone, and they couldn't make the connection.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll run it. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, ODU!
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And he makes the extra point. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays. Everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Running inside, it's Christian. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll send the back in motion. Second down, he'll throw it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Fires the pass, intercepted. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Old Dominion. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Motion from the back. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. There he goes. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
Man, that is exactly how you execute an RPO. Like, quick read, get the ball out of your hand, get it to your receiver in space really quickly, on target, and you can make big plays. They made that RPO look so smooth and so effortless.
Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referee signaled for the 2-minute timeout.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Makes the grab. It's Porter. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He'll throw on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't catch it. That's how it's done.
Here's the pressure. Gets the slide, got the first down with his feet. And backed up, first and goal. This defense fighting to hold the lead and carry it to the locker room. They'll run it. It's Christian. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
After getting stopped on that second down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on third.
Wants to throw for it on third and goal. Lets it go to the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 30, but a productive return after deciding to bring it out. Just enough time for one final play in this half. On the ground, it's Roach. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, week 12, almost zero margin for error. Just the way we like it here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's begin with the West Virginia Mountaineers taking on the number 17 team, the Houston Cougars. And it's the Mountaineers with a statement victory here and a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. And this one gets them to 5 wins on the year, which isn't cause for a campus-wide celebration, but it's proof the coaching staff is getting through to this team.
So Old Dominion's offense hopes this drive holds some promise. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to the ground with the running back. Finding some room. The 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Monarchs.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Flowers. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The UConn offense goes back to work. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Got his man. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
The Huskies want to pick up the tempo.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding it. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run play action. Looking to the big tight end. The sure hands, it's Burton. Oh, he's got some space. Running inside the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, UConn!
And back in the day, you used to line up, and your tight end was a blocker, and you threw it to him short. Now, these guys are being so dynamic in space and so athletic. Now they can make big, huge plays for your offense and put points on the board in a hurry.
He gets it in for the 2-point conversion, and now they trail by only 3. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish with a huge play in the passing game, covering 66 yards to the end zone. on the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. That lead has dwindled down to 3 now to see if they have a response. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
And the Monarchs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll run the screen. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you can tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that run.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Bringing the heat. Blasted as he lets it go. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
And that's a big throw. That's a big-time throw on 3rd and really long, making a play, not putting the ball in harm's way. But I love what the defense did, man. They understood where the sticks were, and they weren't letting the playmaker get behind them. They were going to come up, make a sure tackle, and force the 4th down. And now you can make the decision on what you want it to be, but I like the execution by the defense.
And here comes the Connecticut offense ready to go to work. They marched to the end zone the last time they had it. Do it again, and they'll be on top. Caught, and he's got room. Touchdown, UConn. That one will give them the lead. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. On the move from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Monarchs send out the offense to go to work. Didn't get anything done. 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm. Breaks into the open. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Makes it past the marker. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Well, a big key for this offense was getting the run game established, and this guy now over 120 rushing yards in this one. You got to give credit to the O-line. You obviously have to give credit to the running back as well, but they have answered the bell. They knew what they needed to do if they were going to be able to have success, and they're executing this game plan flawlessly.
Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Fight that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch. Make the run. Get the first down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
I tell you what, it's so nice to speed that clock up with the quarterback. Hit him early, hit him often. Those shots start to add up. That thing comes out all over the place.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped short of the line of game. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Really nice job in execution there on that 3rd down through the passing game. All of a sudden now you've got a decision to make because you're in field goal range. But do you have the confidence to leave your offense out there to pick this 1st down up and go looking for a touchdown? This is a big decision right here for the head coach.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Christian. Got a little grass. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29.
That's exactly the start you want when you're on offense. In this situation, 4-minute offense, I'm not worried about scoring. I'm not worried about getting a bunch of 1st downs. I need 2. I need 2 1st downs, and I'm going to let that clock tick, and I walk out of here with the W.
They make the tackle, but UConn has enough for the 1st down.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Off the RPO, complete. Oh, man, he goes down, and he's going to lose yardage on that one.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man, makes the grab. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. He'll take it on the return. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. And now, deep in the 4th quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. Pulls it in. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw, it's Potter. Working that wide receiver screen. Great move. Now he's got room. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33. UConn going back to work on offense. So the defense sets them up with an interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punching a score, and they'll go home. Takes it the other way. He's at the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Husky. Excellent pass by the back on the option. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
Out of the end zone. He's forced out of bounds at his own 19-yard line. An excellent job of coverage on that one. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Back to pass, it's Potter. Here's a heat. He'll pull it down. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down.
He wants to take the top off. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll try to take it back. He's inside the 40. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if they're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Right back to it. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. They'll send out the kicker here. And after finishing off one drive with a field goal, they'll try it again, this time a 47-yard try. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
So Old Dominion's offense hopes this drive holds some promise. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
So now it's 2nd and long. Now the play fake. He's taking a deep shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. They'll run it from the gun. Picks up the first down. Might have a chance. The 30. Past the 20. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play. Timeout taken by the offense is their second. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Oh, they're after him. Got him downfield. Hard-hitting tackle. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. He's looking to pass. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. Defense ends this game in style, coming up with a turnover, and now they can just kneel it out.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Boy, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.